Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, C8 Elements of Velocity. What we're going to be doing today is we're going to be doing an install of this solar performance throttle controller, ETC, the electronic throttle controller. So I've been seeing a lot of my buddies and a lot of other YouTubers doing the install of this thing here. I was always kind of a skeptical about messing with the throttle. I was never a really big believer in it. I'm still kind of skeptical, but after hearing so many testimonies and other YouTubers putting this thing on and addressing the lag issue that most C8 owners are experiencing with the throttle, that I've myself have experienced as well, I'm gonna go ahead and try this out and see what the hype is all about. Let's get into it. All right, so everybody's probably been asking, what is the deal with these solar throttle controllers for the C8 platform? Basically what this does is it takes that lag that you're probably experiencing when you step on the throttle on your gas pedal, and it's really kind of sluggish, or you feel like it's not really going to your standards. I know when I bought my C8, I jumped in it for the first time coming out of the dealership, and when I stepped on the gas, I really expected it to jump or, want to launch forward, especially coming from a 670 horsepower naturally aspirated engine. I wanted that thing to launch off the line, but it didn't. There was some lag in the gas pedal, so immediately I was like, okay, there's something going on there. Now, whether GM decided to do that on purpose for I don't know, some kind of emissions control or gas saving purposes, I don't know. I didn't buy the car for for the gas mileage on it. I bought it because I wanted it to be a monster, and hopefully this here will help that lag that I know a bunch of people are experiencing. So before I buy anything, before I buy parts for the car, install them, I like to do a little bit of research on what these things actually are, what anything does for that matter, and the science behind it and how it works. So I wanted to make this video to kind of talk about what I read through the solar website. But the first thing, I wanted to know how this thing works. What is the science behind it? I think long gone are the days where you have a throttle cable that's connected to the throttle body, that's connected to some linkages in the pedal for the gas pedal. Those days are long and gone. Nowadays, everything's electronic. So what I've learned is that on your throttle, on your gas pedal, basically, there's wires that are connected to an ECM, a module, right? That module is connected to wires that are connected to your throttle body in your engine area. And that throttle body has, and I don't know what they're called, they're like little levers, little circles that open. When you step on the gas, those throttles open, right? Now, typically, in the old days, when you had it connected to some shift linkages, it was kind of like a 1-for-1, right? You step on the gas, those throttles open according to how far you step on that pedal, right? Like I said, those days are long gone. Everything's electronic now, right? So from what I read on, and I'm gonna post some screenshots of what Solar posted on their website on how these throttle controllers work. So stock from GM, the way I seen it on the Solar Performance website was that when you step on your gas pedal, let's say half, right? That ECM sends a signal to your throttle body to only open about 20%, all right? It's not exactly a true 1-to-1 ratio. It's only opening about 20%, and that's where you see that lag, right? you're stepping on the gas pedal half and your throttle body is only opening 20%. Well, that's where this comes in, okay? You install this on behind your gas pedal. It's gonna be before the ECM at the gas pedal, right? So now what this solar performance throttle controller does is when you step on your gas pedal 50%, it's gonna send a signal to that throttle body to open at 50%. It's more of that 1-to-1 ratio where you're gonna feel more response from your throttle bodies. Now, from my understanding, there's a bunch of settings that this has. I forgot what the settings were. I know there's like a ludicrous mode, a sport mode, and some other settings. I can't think of what they are right off the top of my head. But there's a bunch of settings, and you can set it to however you feel comfortable with your car. Excuse me. So this is you can play with those settings to make it more aggressive or less aggressive, and that's what this is gonna do. That's all this does. All right, so we're in the car, driver's side. I removed the carpet that was right here just so I can have better access to this place right here. This bolt was covered by this little grommet here, so that just comes off very easily. And it looks like this is going to be a 10mm bolt. So let's get that out right here. All right, that's loose. Let's just... All right, now this should just come up. So you have to, so it's in here with like a sliding insert. So after you get this bolt loose, just push down and it'll come loose there. So let's see what we got here. Okay, so we have our connector right here, and it looks like we got a little red tab. So let's push that and then push down on this little tab and it'll slide right out. And this is where our throttle controller is going to go, connected from here and here. All right, let me go grab that real quick. All right, so here's our controller. This is what comes in the box. One end is going to go to this end here, and then this end is going to connect to our gas pedal here. So let's get this lid on. Let's see. All right, that is snapped in. Clip our red clip there, and we'll slide this. I don't know if you can see that there. There we go. Slide that in, you hear it snap, and we clip our red clip, and now we can just make sure that this is tucked away really nice. Let's see. You don't want to pinch anything. Okay, so I don't think there's any other way to set this up other than to have it on the outside of your gas pedal housing. So I just set it up as far right as I could, because there is some space over here on this side where my finger is. You see my finger on this side? And I'm just going to try to tuck it in as best I can. And then I'm going to put this wire behind this canvas and come back this way up to my armrest area. So I'm going to put our bolt back in. It's snug there. So we should be able to get our bolt back in. But the throttle controller is connected. Let me just bolt this, or yeah, snug this back down. It doesn't have to be super tight, just yeah, that's good there. All right, I'm gonna put our rubber grommet back on. Okay, now we're gonna focus on the controller itself. Let's see. Okay, so now we got to get this wire. I'm trying to move my camera here. Let me back up and get a good angle here. All right, so now I want to run this cord behind here, behind this carpet, behind here, up to my glove box area. So let me fix my camera here. All right, so let's remove this trim. Just, you can stick your fingers on it here and just kind of pull a little bit. Just careful not to break these clips. Scary. Okay. All right, I got that removed enough to where I can. Shit. All right, let's see here. All right, so I've got it. Put it behind this carpet. It's out of the way of these tabs. Also, so I'm not pinching it. Okay, that is, okay, the wire's hidden. You can't see the wire, right? All right, and I have it coming out here to my glove box. I'll show you here. Move my camera a little bit. All right, I got the wire coming out here to my glove box, and this is where I'll set up the actual, the controller, the little box. So give me a second, let me get set up here. All right, pardon the interruption there. So I just had to switch up my little camera gadgets here because my gimbal wasn't cooperating with me here. So, all right, and just extra sockets I have there just in case. All right, so in the box is your controller. Okay, this is the actual controller that you're gonna mess with to fix the settings that you need. Your controller just plugs into the wire that we routed into the glove box, or not the glove box, but the armrest area here. And we're just gonna plug that in. All right. Now, let's see what the instructions say about how this gets set up. Okay. So let's get it out here. Now, I'm gonna have to use my phone. I'm using my phone as my camera. I'm gonna have to shut it off for a minute to do the settings on my phone, but we'll get back to that here in a second. All right, so let's see how this gets set up. Nice little instruction guide here. It's all colored, which is nice. I appreciate that. Thank you, Solar Performance. So according to the manual here, the modes are, you can leave it in OEM mode, right? You can leave it set up to where it's just the stock, which you're probably going to still feel that lag in there. You can do comfort zone, which has 10 different settings. You can do sport mode, which is also 10 different levels. Ludicrous mode, drag race, artificial intelligence, valet, weather, and economy. All of which have 10 different settings, or 10 different levels. The only one I see that doesn't have the level set is drag and artificial. But everything else has the 10 levels, including, or not including the original OEM setting. So that's exciting. Also, one of the other reasons why I decided to go with this is for the anti-theft setting. That was the key component of me buying this thing. I live here in Houston, Texas. I have family in the police department, and as soon as I bought this thing, they're like, "Oh man, those things get stolen all the time." So this was my number one. Over the throttle lag, I was dealing with it. My number one reason for buying this was the anti-theft setting. So stay tuned. I'm gonna need my phone to activate this stuff, so I will come back online and see how it goes. Thanks, guys. Okay, so I got it all set up on the vehicle. Everything's paired. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna store this in my armrest here. I like that it's small. It's a small unit. Got a couple of buttons on it, so where you can manually switch the modes, or you can just do everything from the app, the Solar Performance app. So it's going to be stored in there. Yeah, I can already tell the difference. And so I set it up for sport mode. And okay, so usually before I had this thing put on, when you step on the gas, even if it's in park and I'm just trying to rev it just to kind of get some noise out of the car, you really got to stomp down on the pedal to get it to rev, right? It's already, I can tell the difference already. It's more aggressive, and I'm just barely tapping on this pedal and it's already revving. So let me show you kind of what we got going on here. All right, so I guess it's a good thing I'm wearing white shoes, you can see. All right, so here I'm just barely tapping on the gas pedal here, and you can already hear the engine revving. Usually I would have to kind of mash down pretty good on it to get it to rev really good. But that is the difference that I'm seeing already. All right, guys, welcome back. Okay, so the throttle controller is installed. I just showed y'all what it's like in park, and I was just trying to rev the engine a little bit, and I could already tell the difference. I'm barely tapping on the throttle, and it's already given that engine is already responding. It's good to go. So let's take a test drive and see how it reacts. And bear with me, I'm trying to work with some new video equipment here and some new setup. So this seems like it's a pretty good view. So let's take this thing around the corner and see how it works. Let me close my garage here. All right, I'll keep my music down for you. And we have it in Sport 6 right now, and we can adjust. Let me take this film off of here. We can adjust the modes and the levels here on the controller as well, but right now we got it in Sport 6. right. It's hot. All right. Let's see. Oh my goodness. Okay. Yeah, this thing she's ready to go. Already, I can tell. I'm barely pressing on the gas right now, and this thing it's giving a better reaction to my me pressing on the gas pedal. Usually, especially from a stop, when I would press the gas, to me it felt like I had to press harder than I should have. Now with this, I can already tell I'm barely pressing on it, and it's launching. And this is just in Sport 6. I don't even want to know what. Well, I do want to know what that ludicrous setting is like now. Let's try that out. Let's see. Luda. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do Ludacris 6. See what that's like. I gotta be careful because I'm in a residential neighborhood over here. But I want to see what it feels like from the stop. I can definitely tell the difference in the response of the engine to me mashing on the gas pedal. Alright. Yeah, definitely a better response. Solar Performance did a really good job with finding this gap in the lag of the throttle for these C8 platform, and they did a really good job of putting this thing together for us. So yeah, that's my review. I like it. Good job. Hope you guys like my videos. Right now I don't have any other parts to install. I was kind of holding off on doing this or installing this thing just so I can do this video. Yeah, that's about it. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see what happens on this next install. I don't know what I'm gonna get yet. I have a few things in mind, but we'll see. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you can, help me promote my YouTube channel. Subscribe to it, like it, share it, do what you gotta do. But thanks guys, we'll see you next time.